All right. I'm going to go ahead and have us start a little bit. Um, Mostly because it's they should be on. If they don't get on tonight, then we'll do the little bit that I've got, and then start part three next time. But because the part two is not very hard, so and by very hard I mean it's mostly to help you guys level up for part three, and you guys are already leveled for part three because I was afraid that I wasn't converting right, and I wanted to make sure that you guys survived the goblins. So,
Which was a little testy there for a minute.
yeah. So, last time you guys were in, you guys arrived in Sandpoint. There was the festival. You guys did some festival stuff, and then right before the cathedral was, I guess, opened technically. They were starting the all of the ceremony for the cathedral, and then goblins attacked. You guys helped take care of goblins, and then you guys went back to. You guys were thanked by a young nobleman from Magnamar who invited you to go on a boar hunt the next day, and uh, he gave you guys, I think, something. He gave you guys something. I don't remember what it was now. Probably gold.
Yeah, speaking of that, real quick, do we know how much gold and stuff everybody ended up getting? Because it's not in the loot.
There was there was, because he gave 50 gold pieces to everybody. And then there was a handful of, hey Kyle, there was a handful of gems. Everybody got a gem.
I know
Yeah.
I got my gems. I didn't get the gold.
Okay. Well, there was a total of 50 gold that was split between the party.
So I should divide by 3.
I don't know. I thought let me go and make sure that JP didn't throw it all in his sheet, thinking he was spread it out later. I don't think he did. All right. So it would be, we'll do 4 because there's 4. We grandfathered in Serenia. 50 divided by 4. So 12, it would be 12 gold and 5 silver for everybody. Nope, it's you.
How many silver pieces and 1 gold piece?
So it's 12 gold and 5 silver, and it's 10 silver per gold.
Okay, okay.
All right, and then obviously everybody had their little. So the only person that doesn't have a gem from the goblins is Serenia. I can't remember. Did I have you guys roll twice? You guys each got 2, didn't you? Yeah. Yes. You guys each got 2. So let me pull up that page because I forgot.
Yeah, because I got Pearl
Yeah,
and
you
a
bought
Tiger's Eye
you bought a
from
few.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a Pearl and a Tiger's Eye, but then I got a Tiger's Eye and a...
Game Master's Guide right there. I need that open anyway. Where is the... That's on page 114. Alright, so... So you'll roll 2 die 100s. Okay. Alright. So the 54 gets you an irregular freshwater pearl. And then the 96 gets you a turquoise. And then the first one is worth... So the pearl is worth 5 silver pieces. And the turquoise is worth 5 silver pieces. You got little pieces, I guess. That's a weird... We're just increasing, and okay, there we go. Now we're starting to get a little funky. All right. Let me re-roll those, because that's a little weird. All right, so the first one, the pearl, will be worth, I guess, 5 silver pieces. So now the turquoise is going to be worth 15. There we go. Now I feel a little bit better. It's a little more awkward, or a little less awkward. So many freaking runs. We had to warm up roll 20, that's all. Yes, baby.
I was gonna say, no, my rolls were pretty darn good, and what are you doing to me?
Just spent an hour on the phone with Spectrum trying to cancel that.
Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that Spectrum's busy and crazy, and I mean, we've always known that they were a little dumb, so.
They transferred me 3 times before they got get to.
Well, it's probably they're a little dumb. It's fine. That's all. That is an unhappy child. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and session 1 gave everyone 2 gems, personalized rolls, and 12.5. Alright. That way we remember session 1 gave 2 gems and some monies. Alright, so I kind of hoped that they would be on by now. So we're just gonna continue because this still won't be that difficult. So you guys woke up. It's the next day. You've got the boar hunt in the afternoon. But the sheriff comes in as you guys are eating breakfast, and he immediately approaches your party and he goes, "So we have a little bit of a favor to ask of you guys. Would you be willing to investigate this the cathedral's vault for us? The priest found it open, the door open, and we're not sure what happened, and he's heard something in there, so he's a little hesitant to go in without some sort of backup. So would you guys mind going in and investigating the cathedral's vault?"
Was the door broken open or smashed open? Or was it just kind of unlocked?
It's been it's been broken, but it was a stone door, so it's not like hanging off of its hinges, but it's open. And he could see that there was there was something inside, and it's the old priest's burial. The old priest's body was in there, and so he's afraid to go in there because he doesn't know what's going on. There's just this door has been opened. He can hear something in or see something in there, so he just went and just immediately got the sheriff because there's obviously something wrong. So he'd like your help to investigate.
So, let me get this clear real quick. The sheriff is asking us.
For backup, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as long as he's going to, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll snatch up my little ferret and we'll get ready.
Okay. Let me get that map prepped. Oh. Do. Alright. So then here's the map. And let me get your tokens out. Or you can pull you can also pull your tokens out too, but I will do that this time. There we go. I'm in the wrong layer. There we go. Your thing did not. Token thing. You're driving me nuts.
Why is it only letting me make? Why is this so small?
Why is what so small?
Okay. Map thing, when I was like trying to like make it bigger, like the bottom half of it just straight disappeared. It's like, wait,
Oh.
wait, what? But I think so.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Okay, so Amanda, you may have to switch to
Yep.
to talk. Push to talk. Sorry.
Oh, I know. Hold on, let me figure out. Word.
Pest form. Transform into the battle form of a tiny animal. Woo!
Sorry, yeah, I was like, I want to see the information for that spell, and
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Hey, that's fine. I don't know why these things are not automatically bringing up your stuff, but on the token should automatically be, because I'm pulling it from your sheet. I don't remember what your AC was. Amanda, let me see if I click. Nope, doesn't show me. Oh, there. It says it's 10. That seems wrong. It's doing the same thing to you that it did before. You should be at 14. Wow.
So when I put myself on push to talk, by the way, it's
Yeah.
not giving me a button to push so I can
Okay.
talk.
So go to the settings again.
Mm-hmm.
Go when you are you on your phone or on the computer?
Computer.
Okay. So when you switch to voice to talk or to push to talk, underneath that it should let you
Mhm.
determine the button.
So do I just pick one?
Yeah. So you click on the where it says to record a key, and then you press a key, and then you like leave that, and then when you press that key, it will that key's the one that you press to talk.
Like this?
Yeah. And you're gonna want to give it a second before you speak because the push talk takes a second to respond, and then you're gonna want to let go after you've spoken and you've given it a pause because otherwise it cuts out. It's weird. Push talk is weird.
So like this then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
That is the wrong monster. Go to this one. There it is. Okay. And then I need to go to. Okay, so you guys are at the vault, and the door is propped ajar.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a rock. Just an ordinary rock, just a small stone or
Okay, yeah, yeah, you can find one. There's several rocks laying around, small rocks.
I'm gonna cast light on the rock and toss it into the room.
Okay.
So the room should be lit up and we can kind of see more of what's in the room.
Yep. Well, you can still only see that part just because the door is propped open. But if you open the door fully, yeah, you would be able to see the whole room. All right. Why are you two on the? Oh, because I was on the GM layer. These guys are with you, technically. All right. So you guys can see into the room. It's lit up. Did I? Something happen? No. Okay.
I'm gonna take a step closer to the door
Okay.
and just kind of lean in.
All right.
Do I see any creatures?
All right. So as you kind of peek in. Oh, whoops.
Do we want to wait for Laz and
Well, we at least need to. There's Amanda. I was gonna say we could at least need to wait for Amanda to come back. So.
Sorry.
So as you guys as you peek in, you see a skeleton and it jumps at you like rawr.
Of course.
So you guys will need to do an initiative, which is your perception, unless you are stealthily going into it, which you kind of are, I guess, Serena. But it's up to you. You can either in your perception area, there will be a button to press in the perception. or well, the NPCs it actually says initiative, so I think it might say initiative for you guys. I don't remember. And if you're clicked on your token when you click it, it'll automatically put you on the board. But I will at least put you on the board, and you guys can edit your score. I need to go and roll a die 20. These guys are, they get, so you can click on the number in the turn order to change your turn order score. So instead of, and then when you click enter, it'll keep it. So like, so 27. There we go. All right. So Serenia, you are first.
I'm gonna draw my whip.
Okay. Now you get 3 actions, which is why I posted that that actions sheet in the chat earlier this week. Those are all the different actions you can do. You can do so, and each of them have a certain number of actions that they take. So an attack takes 1 action, and then if you do multiple attacks, then you get a multiple attack penalty, which is 5 for the second one and then 10 for any after that. But that also tells you exactly what you can do during your turn. So if you wanted to look through that at some point and to know exactly what you can do and how long it takes, you can. And attacking is actually called strike, not attack. It's weird, but that's what it's called.
Okay.
So if you're looking for attack in the sheet or in that page, you're not going to find it. It is a strike. It is an attack action. There are several different types of attack actions, apparently. I just learned this today, because there's also a shove attack action. So, that is considered an attack action. So strike is 1, but that is 1 action. So you go ahead and do your, I'm assuming you're going to strike with your weapon.
Right.
Alright, so go ahead and roll your weapon, which will be on the characters sheet down in melee attacks. On the left side of the sheet. A 7 is not going to hit.
Okay.
So, now like I said, you have multiple attacks, or multiple actions. So if you wanted to step, which is a 5-foot step, you can stride, which is moving up to your feet, your movement speed. You can look, you can shove, you can try to think about, like, what is this and how do I, do I know anything about it? Because, knowledge.
Right. I think I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay. And then you'd have a third action. If you wanted to use it, you don't have to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to I guess maybe as a third action, I tell my animal companion to go into the bushes next to him.
Okay.
Just kind of whisper to him.
Yeah. Okay. Maeve.
Well, I going to I think I'm going to use my longbow. I'm gonna go. Oh, look, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go after this guy.
Okay. Let's see. A 23 will hit. So you see it hit, but it kind of goes through him a little. Like you see it, several bones pop out. Like you hit one of the bones, and it just kind of pops out, and he kind of like leans funny, but otherwise he's still standing.
So we should just pop in when this is all over.
Yeah, this isn't gonna take that long. I was giving this is mostly for Raven to get a combat thing because I wasn't gonna do this one at all, but so Raven can have some combat experience. So what else will Maeve do? Oh, you're gonna do another one, so that'll be a -5. But okay? So that one you hit and he falls over completely and he stops moving.
I was shooting that
Oh,
guy.
sorry. Then this guy is still standing, but the other one is down. All right. Will you do anything else?
Can I use my mm, let's see. Can I attempt to intimidate that one for my
Yeah, you can
third
roll a
action?
skill. You can roll a skill check. Yeah.
Okay.
And tell me what you're
Hold on.
saying to intimidate him.
Which way? Do I hit the skill thing
Yeah,
or
you hit intimidate. You click on intimidate.
Okay.
Like he is unfazed.
Damn it. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I say. So fuck it. You know, that was a great thing to put for my character. However, if it would work at least once, that'd be cool.
It has worked several times last session.
It worked like twice.
Yeah, but it still worked. All right,
So
so
far,
this
we're
one
not-
kind of steps forward, and it's going to go slashy at Strinia. So it's going to be a... No, I don't want to do the advanced thing. I want you to just roll the damn 20. Which would help if I move to the turn order. So that's going to be a 22 to attack from the first one. Which I assume hits your AC. So
Yeah, my AC is 50.
Alright, so that'll be 4 damage with his sword, and then he's going to slash at you with a claw. That's well, it's a 15. It's still going to hit. It's a critical. He doesn't have anything that makes him a fun critical thing. So you're just going to take a 3 damage from that one. And then he's going to swing again with a scimitar. This one is -10. So I don't think that a 9 hits.
Nope.
So so that is the Skellington's turn. So you took a total of what? I said 4 and 3. No, 4 and 4. 4 and yeah. So 8. Damage. All right. Then it is Strinia's turn.
I'm gonna. If I do the step kitty corner, is that 5 feet or?
That is 5 feet.
I'm gonna do a step over.
Hey, Jerry. Okay.
and I'll try to hit him.
Okay. That was the initiative.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. All right. So that one. Let me go back to that page. So that is. I mean, that one does hit. So go ahead and click on the. Why didn't it roll damage? Let me see why it didn't roll damage. I'm gonna open up your sheet.
Do I need to click the damage button?
Probably. But there's a way to roll it both. I think it's in the options. Auto roll crit damage. Well, that's not it. Oh well, yeah. You. Oh well.
So it says regular damage is 4,
Yeah.
and the target is not prone.
Yep. It is, and it's considered slashing. So, you hit it. It doesn't quite like hurt him as bad. Like it looks like it hurts him a little less than it should, but you do like it does wrap around one of his legs and pull him over. So he is in fact prone.
I'm going to signal my ferret to slip in the door
Okay.
quietly and inspect the room to see if there are any other bats.
Okay. So you should be able to move the. If you can't, you will in a second. You should be able to move the ferret where you want it to go. Okay. So he does not see anything else.
And he should be small enough that he can hide pretty easily.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it for my turn.
Okay. Maeve. There's a skeleton on the ground.
Okay. I shall take a step forward. Or I guess a couple steps. Others.
Yeah.
And let's see. I don't have ragey thing. I will just kind of go like.
I am double checking what the prone conditions like for the thing for prone is, just so that I know exactly what to do. Conditions for prone are loading. Okay, lying on the floor, ground. You take your flat-footed. Okay, the only moves you can do is stand and crawl. The only move actions. Okay, standing ends up prone. Take cover if you. Okay. Alrighty. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything I needed to know fun-wise. I just closed that page. Oh well. It's not the one I cared about. Alright. So an 18 will hit. And you like swing down and you just crush his skull. Like he's dead. He stops moving.
Yay! I start jumping up and down and
All right. So the ferret says there's nothing else in there, just the bones. One of the bone guys is like there is a robe on the ground in the corner, but that's the only thing that they can see, that he can see in there.
Okay.
So the priest goes in to kind of to see, and he goes, "Ah, oh no!" someone took Tobin's bones, like the previous priest. His body is gone.
And what could be wrong with them taking his bones?
I don't know. I would have to research to see why they might, but I mean, as far as I know, the only reason you would take somebody's bones would be for some evil magic.
Ooh, fun! Evil magic.
Yeah. Hemlock. Oh, was it? It's Izakian Tobin, or Tobin Izak. I don't know. I can't pronounce his full name. So Hemlock will kind of hum and go, I wonder if maybe the goblin raid was a distraction for whoever stole the bones, because this isn't, I mean, that was just yesterday, and we would have been here before that. I mean, nothing was wrong with the vault yesterday before the festival. It's like, but I'd like for you guys to keep this to yourself, if you don't mind. I don't want the townspeople to freak out. I mean, they're already unnerved over the goblin attack. They don't need to know that the previous priest was, that his body is missing. Not at this time, at least. If you don't mind.
Your secret is safe with me.
I'm gonna look around and see if I see any footsteps or try to determine any way of how they got into the
Okay,
vault.
so roll a perception. Okay, so there are some footprints. Most of them are goblin prints. But there are a few that are bigger than goblin prints. Like, most of them are small footprints, and they're what you would typically see with goblin prints. But one of them is some sort of a larger humanoid.
And did they come from like the woods around to the front of the tomb, or did they like burrow through the wall?
They
up from the ground?
They came from over the ground. There is a wall kind of surrounding the vault area, the cemetery area.
Mm-hmm.
And they come from one of the walls over the cemetery or the vault area. So there's which leads out into like the woods and away from town. It would have been a more stealthy way of getting in. Like, they wouldn't have necessarily been seen by the townspeople, especially with them being so worried and focused on goblins.
Okay. I'm going to call my ferret to come and join.
Okay.
And I'll reassure the priest and the sheriff that it's okay. I'll keep the secret.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know how I can thank you enough for helping us determine what happened and helping us take care of those skeletons.
But I do suggest that you guys lock your doors a little more securely, and if anything happens, just come and get.
Yeah, we will definitely be a little bit more careful about the doors for a while. Alright, so...
Alright, I'm ready to go back to the tavern.
Okay. We're going to go straight to the said tavern. Oh, I skipped the wrong map when I clicked over. Alright, so we're going to the tavern. You guys are... not all on the
my
tavern
way.
page.
I'm going to look for some herbs that could heal me.
Okay. Let me get you on here. And Alright.
Do you want me to roll a medicine check to see how much I heal on the way
Yeah.
because of the herbs?
Yep. And crap. Where is that? It's on this page. Skill.
That's not a roll. That's more of a. Here's what I got.
So it'd be, yeah, your roll was so you rolled a 1 plus an 8 from being trained and your wisdom modifier. So
So if I took 8 damage, I should be fully healed.
I'm trying to find the rule for the first aid. Because that's what it is it's a first aid roll. Or give aid. Administer first aid. There it is. Alright.
Don't remember that being anywhere. Where would I find it?
Yeah, it's something that you do with herbs and with the healer's tools. What it typically does is it stops bleeding damage and stabilizes people, so they stop bleeding. But I'm going to put in a homebrew rule that it's gonna heal a die 4. So go ahead and heal up 1 point. Or roll your own die 4. Because I think it's a little, I mean, if you're trying to stabilize, then you wouldn't roll the die 4, it would just do that, but okay, so heal 2. I think healer's tools. Okay. Just wanted to double check to make sure that I understood healer's tools didn't do something funny. They don't. They just do they give you an item check, item bonus. So. But herbs do the same thing. Alright. So you guys are back at the tavern. You guys get free food because of the help that you all did. Okay. Free room and free food from Ameko.
And are we joined now by Laz?
Yes. You guys are joined now by Variel and Phelan. That is their names. So it is. I mean, it's close to noon, and the nobleman says that as soon as we've eaten, are you ready to go and hunt a boar? What is the fucking guy's name? Aldern Foxglove approaches. Goes, are you guys still prepared to go and hunt a boar with me this afternoon?
I'm gonna glare at him and ask him, for what purpose are we hunting a boar?
Well, for food, of course, for meat.
Run, say, just get me ready to go. Out.
Okay.
As long as it's for meat and survival, I'll go along.
Okay. Then as soon as you guys are done with your meal, I will meet you next door at the stable, so we can get mounts to go out to the forest.
I'm gonna gather up Gallagher, my ferret. Hey, I didn't come up with the name; he came up with his own name. And Gallagher's going to just kind of take up residence in my backpack,
Okay.
and I'll get ready to go.
Alrighty. Anybody else need to do any preparations before going to on the hunt?
Is it like the next day?
It'll be that afternoon. So it'll be like within the next, as soon as you guys are done eating, he'll meet you at the, like if you decide to eat lunch.
Okay.
or any other, because you guys did come back from the thing, so as soon as you guys deal with that, and you guys go next door and meet up with him, he will lead the way into the forest and the woods, into the thick woods.
That is.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, Amanda was getting coffee. I want to make sure she's prepped, but and then Britt, it is Pathfinder, not D&D technically. You're right, Jerry. But they're cut from the same cloth, so it works. Phelan, is there anything you need to do to prepare?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, then, Elf is always ready to go.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move y'all over to the map and get y'all out there. That's not the right place. There we go. At some point, that will actually remember that. All right. Varial, Phelan, and I don't have an NPC token for that dude. I'll go get a random ass token. It's fine. He's just a well. Oh, that none of those work. Those are just he needs to at least have something noble-ish about him. Come on. Do 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 do. Right there. Yep. Oh, come back. Come on. Why are there 2 tokens for you? Les? Oh well. Here we go. Alright, so as you guys are I mean, it takes about half hour to get out to here, and you guys come across a boar kind of doing its thing, you know. And Aldrin has been regaling, or trying to get you guys to regale your adventures, and talking about how, you know, he wants to learn to be a hero as well, and he did most of the talking, let's be honest. Trying to talk himself up and make himself sound impressive. And then, of course, he sees the boar. So he goes, there's one. And he speaks it very loudly, which of course pulls the boar's attention. And it just goes, and it like huffs at y'all, and then
I slap him upside the head for his foolishness.
yeah, and it huffs at y'all, and kind of does the pawing at the ground because he's about to charge and all that. So go ahead and roll your initiative. Done with that sheet for now, so we'll go ahead and drop it. Alright. Get the boar. The boar needs to roll a d20. Well, that was just... What is its HP? Its HP is going to be that. Its initiative is going to be that. Phelan needs to be that. And then this guy. Really? Alright, well. Descending. Okay. I need to go and get that sheet up for what's his face. Alright. So, Serenia, you react faster after you saw the boar starting to prepare a charge. What do you do?
I'm going to jump in front of the idiot,
Okay.
which is probably 2 moves because he's kind of that far.
No, that would still be a move. It's one action. That's a stride.
Okay. And I'm going to draw my weapon and I think I'm going to end my turn there because he's too far away to strike, and I would rather just stand in front of the idiot.
Okay.
I take that back. I'm going to do one more move. I'm going to nod at Asmodeus for smacking the guy in the back.
Wrong
All right.
name.
It's Varial in the game.
I'm done.
All right, Maeve. Manda. I know you're back. You said so.
Sorry, I know I hit the wrong button. I was typing that, and I had the space bar as my talk thing. So every time I spaced, it would unmute my mic.
I usually use control, left control.
Yeah, I'm using the up arrow currently.
Okay.
Where did my? Why is my? God, because it's the up arrow, my thing moved.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a reason
Apparently
why I
I
usually use left control.
So my token, or whatever. Whatever. So do I have? I was here.
You are out of control. No, you were
Obvious.
you were up here. You were one up, one up. Yeah, that's where you were.
Okay. Cool. So, do I have, if I were to use my longbow, do I have a clear shot at
Yeah.
the boar?
Yeah.
Do I have to move?
No, you have a clear shot.
Okay, cool.
These are like maybe 2 feet tall on this side.
Yeah.
They're a little bit taller on the other side, but they're not very tall on the side you guys are on.
Okay, cool.
Of course, maybe you would have to. Maybe you don't because they are 2 feet tall. How tall are you again?
Ha.
All right. What do you?
You already said yes, so.
Yeah, I know. I was just being a brat.
I can't remember. Like somewhere between 2 and 3 feet tall. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you can just barely see him. It's fine.
Maybe I'll hit an ear.
All right. So, 25 hits for 4. You do hit his ear. Just tore it straight off. All right, anything else? That one misses.
Nope, I'm done.
All right. The boar is now no longer mad at the lord. The what's his face? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, cool. He is going to roll. He gets is a 15 enough to hit you? No, excuse me, a 17.
What? How do you get 17 from 5?
Because of what it says on his sheet. Duh.
Whatever, that's rude. Yes, it hits.
It is. So you'll take 14 damage.
Cool, I'm gonna get killed by a damn boar.
And then that will be its turn. Phelan.
I'm gonna move up onto this rock.
Okay.
Draw my bow.
Okay.
There.
Okay. All right, so that will hit. And it is 8 damage. All right.
And I'm reload and strike again.
What is volley? I was pretty sure that was, yeah. So that one just barely misses. Just kind of flies just off to the right or the left, really, because otherwise it might hit Serena. Anyway, so it just kind of veers off just a little and misses. Is that, do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so the noble is going to, of course, step up closer to the boar. And give a shout as he sticks his rapier into its shoulder, or at least attempts to. Because that does not hit. But of course, he's going to try again. And that does hit. No, it doesn't, because that's -5. It's 14. Yep. Never mind, he doesn't hit. He's going to groan and he's going to make a frustrated sound. Very frustrated sound. Varial.
Do I get any advantages since it's surrounded?
No. You're not in flanking.
How about now?
And now you have a +2 when you attack.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do flurry blow
Okay.
with the with my key strike bonus.
Okay.
Let's. So no. Okay. Here we go. So +2. The second hit.
Okay.
So
So that is
20.
going to be total of
Then
17.
an additional, and then an addition.
Okay. That you knocked him unconscious and dead. His brains are like sloshed, and he's dead.
I give a very mean look to the gnoll. You've never hunted a day in your life.
I have to. I go on many
Shut
hunts.
up. I'm not done talking. You never alert your target. Your
He huffs and pouts like he's
now
just
noble.
huffs and pouts, and then he starts to struggle to try and lift the boar, so he can take it off to the horses.
I stick my comma through it. Drag.
All right.
I'm going to gently place my hand on the boar and thank you for his sacrifice and the gift of life that he's.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk over to Maeve and cast heal.
Okay. All right. So that is a die 8. All right. 8.
Aw, how
Healing.
sweet. Thank you.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, Cernia was healing Maeve. All right, so you guys take the boar back to the inn. As you guys get in, Aldern goes in first, and he shouts, he like whoops. He just woo, we got one, and then he's going to like very, almost pompously walk up to the counter and be like, would you mind cooking this up for us tonight to Ameko. She's gonna roll her eyes, but smile congenially and take it into the into the kitchen. Well, have a couple of the cooks come out and take it in. Prepare. Yes, we will definitely prepare this for dinner for tonight. So now it's you guys can spend the evening however you wish. So if you guys want to do anything for the evening,
I'm going to go into the woods,
Okay.
to the nearby woods, and meditate.
okay.
I'm gonna. Boar's blood.
All right. Maeve and Phelan, are you guys doing anything specific for the evening?
No, I'm just kind of wandering about, maybe talking to
Okay. So the evening passes. I mean, you guys get bored. They kind of there's kind of a celebration of sorts going on because boar meat and Aldern's kind of regaling tales of it, making himself look a little bit better at least than it really was. But so there's that's basically how the evening passes. It's that they just it's the words. I have words, I promise. Okay, so so you guys go through the evening, and so it's the next morning. And as you guys are coming down, one of the, what was she? Is she there's an elderly halfling woman, approaches you guys in the morning, as you guys are eating breakfast, or what have you. And she goes, do you mind if we talk a little in private, and motions towards the kitchen.
I go to.
I'm sorry, there both of you cut out. So
I go to.
I'll follow into the kitchen.
okay. All right.
I follow.
All right. So in the kitchen, the maid, she looks very nervously around for a little bit, and the cooks are busy, and they kind of give you guys some glances, but she doesn't really pay much attention to them. She's mostly looking at the doors, and she goes, sometime in the night, Ameko disappeared, and she pulls out a slip of paper from her apron, and shows it to you. Now the one side's written in a different dialect, but she flips it over, and she has written it out, this translation. Come on. Go bigger. So it can be on the stream for a bit. Maybe.
I can read it. Want?
Okay.
Hello, sis. I hope this letter is well. Free time. Because we've
You're
got
breaking in and
something.
out repeatedly.
Yeah.
Hello, sis. I hope this letter finds you well and with some free time on your hands, because we've something of a problem. It's to do with Father. Seems that he might have had something to do with Sandpoint's recent troubles with the... And I didn't want to bring the matter to the authorities because we both know he'd just weasel his way out. You've got some pull here, and if you can meet me at the Glassworks at midnight tonight, maybe we can figure out how to make sure he faces punishment he deserves. Not twice and then 3 times more, and then once more at the delivery entrance, and I'll let you. In any case, I don't have to impress upon you the delicate nature of this request. If news got out, you know these local rubes would assume that you were in on the whole thing too, don't you? They've got no honor at all around the parts. I still don't understand how you can stand to stay here. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this. There are other complications. Well, ones I'd rather talk to you in person about. Don't be late. Soon.
All right. So that's what the maid goes. She goes that Tsudo was something of a scandal because he's a half elf. And neither of Ameiko's parents are elves. So he's kind of been
He was adopted. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong
well-
with that.
well, no. He was not. But it's been a little bit of a scandal. However, like he was still kept with the family, outside of the fact that he was sent to an academy overseas and you know, spent most of his life growing up there. But Ameko visited him a lot when she found out of his existence. She was born later, a year later. So she promised him that she would get it all sorted out at some point. But a few years ago, the two of them had an argument, and the halfling, her name is Bethana. She doesn't know what it was about. She just knows that Suto had struck Ameko during the argument. But she spent a year away from Sandpoint as an adventurer after that, and only came back for her mother's funeral. Suto had claimed that their father had pushed his mother off of a cliff, and that's how she died. But of course, the father denies it, and there's no proof. But his father nearly broke his jaw, so he left and never really came back. Ameko tried to find him again, but couldn't, and that, you know, so. Bethana goes, I'm worried that he's up to no good, because you know he's got such a troublesome past, and now all of a sudden he showed up, and she hasn't seen Ameko since last night when she left. And she goes, and unfortunately, the sheriff left town last night to go to Magnamar to see if he could appeal for soldiers to be brought into town, because of the goblin attacks and a few other things. Because he's afraid that there's not enough manpower in Sandpoint as it is. So I can't take this to the sheriff. She goes, would you guys mind going and investigating and seeing what might have happened? I'm very worried for Ameko.
Right.
I mean,
gladly.
So for a price, you'll gladly investigate? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Bethana doesn't really have anything to offer, though. And she's starting to look distraught because, like, she can't. She goes, and she kind of tries to appeal. She goes, but Ameko's been so nice to you since you came here. She's made sure that you have room and meals.
I'll go.
That was by her volition. That has no. I gladly paid for. I'm off for help, but I will not do it kindly.
I'll help.
Okay.
I'll go too.
Okay. What about Phelan?
I would prefer to look around the place before the sun goes down.
For the glassworks or here?
The glass one.
Okay. I mean, this is like a couple hours into morning, so it's probably like close to mid-morning. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just saying so that you're not
Yeah.
like, it's suddenly midnight.
Yeah. Now. So what was Phelan doing?
I'm with Varel on this one.
Okay. Well, Bethana can't promise anything. So she does say that I'm sure that Ameko will do something. Will reward you somehow. I just and obviously anything that you would find would be yours. The Glassworks hasn't really been in. Like it's owned by the family, so I'm sure that Ameko would be fine with you if you find anything worth something, she'd probably be fine with you taking whatever. But please, I don't know what else to do. You guys are the only people that I know of that could help.
I suggest while we're gone, you scrounge up something, please.
I will try.
Right. Where is this glass work?
And she will, of course, point you out. So you guys are down here. And it is... Oh, come on. Over... There it is. Over there. And so she'll tell you, how to get there. She'll go, you just follow the street and go down, and it's at the end of town. Or at the end of the street. There.
No, this area around the glassworks. Heavy traffic?
I mean, it's the industrial area, but there's... Most of it's housing for people who work near the glassworks, and some of the dock workers. So that it's not. By the time the sun goes down, it's pretty empty, because everybody's usually asleep or preparing to sleep because they've got a long day ahead of them.
Then I best get my reconnaissance done before I'm to get good.
Yeah, I'm gonna search the woods behind the glassworks, and I'm gonna have Gallagher search kind of around the building to see if he sees like any holes or anything that somebody could slip into the building.
Okay. Okay. So, so the, so it looks like it's in operation, but a lot of the workers are standing around outside and kind of shake, scratching their head. They've been told not to go into work today. They've actually been given the day off for some reason. But there's still smoke going through the chimneys and things like that. Most of them are just they're standing there to see if there's that changes. But most of them are just chatting away to see what they want to do for the day, because it's very rare that they get given the full day off like this. They're assuming it's got something to do with the recent issues, the town, with the goblins and everything. Maybe for some reason Longiku is giving them some extra rest, because today would have been the first day back from the festival. Gallagher you guys were looking around the glassworks, all of the windows have their drapes drawn. In fact, you can't see into it much at all. However, Gallagher kind of shimmies up the side of the building at one area and has, kind of tells you that there's a couple of skylights up at the top that are open. One of them has... Let me go to that page. One of them shows there's some of the there are 8 dead bodies basically in one of the rooms under the skylight. That's what Gallagher kind of shows you. And they've obviously been, there are some goblins even in the room that are still kind of pushing around at the bodies, and they're taking different members, different limbs, and just cutting them off, and then kind of poking them into the fire and watching it catch fire, and it burned down, and having a kind of a party over it. And there's a couple of other stumps already laying at the base of the flames that they've already burnt down as far as they could.
I'm going to quietly relay the information to the rest of it.
Okay.
Joe. Hopefully, what's in this place is worth it.
Okay. So how do you guys want to get in?
I'm gonna ready a rope and, well, how many floors high is?
It is it is the equivalent of 2 stories, I believe.
Oh, I can jump.
You can. Let me see, because I'm gonna find
Hold on.
the.
I gotta bring up the handbook. Pretty can you with my class do?
So you can jump 20 feet.
Well, I gotta check first.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
There it is.
That's how.
Mm. Uh, where is it? I recall. Yeah, incredible move. Right.
And say what?
Incredible movement, like +10 to move. There was something.
Like this is climbing
Neat.
though, or jumping.
Right. I'm checking right. It may have been something I had to pick, but Hmm. And this is what that would be what acrobatics
Yes.
checks. Okay. Uh,
Are you
Yeah, it'd be
so are you just gonna climb up there then, or jump up there?
try it. Someone
Okay.
else has a better idea.
Well, I know Raven was mentioning something.
Already a rope, and then
Okay.
I was gonna use the rope to climb up.
Okay. So
by
I guess
all means,
start rolling
if you can
acrobatics.
fix it to something, go ahead. I'll let her try her idea before I try mine.
Okay. So what were you going to do with the rope? Are you just gonna were you gonna have Gallagher tie it down somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he find anything to tie it to?
Yeah. There's several things that he could tie it to up there. So different pipes and things like that, chimneys of various sizes, stuff like that. So
Okay. I'm gonna have him do that. I'm gonna test the rope to make sure it's sound,
okay.
and I'll start to climb the.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. All right, you have no trouble. You can climb up there just fine, and get up onto the roof. Varial, you grab the rope and you start climbing, but then like your hands slip and you fall back down.
Okay.
Phelan does a somersault while she's climbing the rope.
Practically, she's just we got rock climber, like that rock climbing stance where your feet are on the wall and you just kind of like walk up. You're just kind of holding the rope. That's what Phelan does. Like. All right.
Say race in the woods. I know my acrobat.
Yep. Maeve.
Okay. I will. Give me just a sec.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to just I guess try to just kind of climb up, I guess.
Okay.
My hover only puts me at eye level, so my hover would
Yeah.
help.
Yeah. So I guess roll your acrobatics. All right. Yeah, you're not quite as easily as Phelan, but like your wings kind of you're very well balanced. You easily climb up the rope. Varial takes an extra couple seconds this time but then he climbs up easily. All right, so you guys are at the top, on top of the roof of the glassworks. So, let me get you guys to, where is it? Okay. Let me do this. There it is. All right. That is blurry as hell on my screen. Come on. That's fun. Alright. Well, let me move you guys over. Boop. Okay, so you guys are above, like right up and around this corner probably. And the skylights that you can see under there's 3 of them over here. On this side of the wall, and then there's a skylight up over here.
I'm gonna have Gallagher check the other skylights to see if there's another way in other than dropping down on top of
There's not really. The skylights are kind of the only entrance up on the top. The only other options would be to like break in the doors.
Are there any live bodies in the carnage below?
No, there is absolutely nobody living except for the goblins in this room down here. Over here.
How many goblins can we see?
They're moving around and scurrying around so much that you can kind of figure there's anywhere from 4 to 8 between the scurrying, because they go out of sight, and then like sometimes they reappear again, and like you just not sure exactly what the count is.
Oh, so there's no way of entry here or over here?
The skylights are. Those are skylights that you guys are looking down into.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, I guess I should finish moving over everybody.
So we can't jump down into any other rooms other than...
Not really. You can kind of drop into this one, or you can drop into the one that's got all the death and stuff in it.
I speak to Phelan and Elvin, asking her what she thinks.
I think we can take them.
Hmm.
Too many.
True, but we don't know what else. Perhaps we find another way of entry. Doesn't have so many.
Perhaps. My stealth seems to be fairly on point lately.
Famous last word. So we can drop down in over here.
Yeah.
Without making too much noise.
Yep.
Good to me. I would like to drop down stealthily.
Okay. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and roll an initiative. So when you guys roll your initiative, if you're doing it stealthily, you're gonna roll with a stealth initiative instead of a perception. Damn it, mouse, do the thing. There we go. Okay.
Yes, your stealth is more on point than.
Job.
All right.
Is it? It's not nighttime yet, is it?
No, it's still like mid-morning. It's like 10-ish, 9 or 10 in the morning.
Already going against one of the things that was on the card, but okay.
The letter was saying we'll meet at midnight.
That was last night. That was the night before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the night before. Like when you guys brought back the boar, she cooked it up. She went off, and then left. Like while you guys were sleeping, she left the inn. So that was the day before. That was the night before. So this is morning. Next morning.
So I'm gonna go ahead and perceive my surroundings if that's
okay. So this is kind of this room is kind of a it's a display room. So like they would bring people in here to show off the different wares. So there's glass bottles and like this is basically the shop front.
How big are these bottles?
I mean they're standard bottles.
I'm gonna take 3 of them.
Okay.
And this door is closed?
I mean, yeah, it's currently closed. It is not locked or anything, though.
Is there a key?
No, it's not locked at all.
I know, but is there a keyhole? Like just a solid door? Is it lockable?
There is a keyhole. There's a keyhole.
Okay. I'd
It
like
is
to look through
Okay.
the...
As you look through, I mean, you see like the blur of a body run by, but you can't see any features. You just see the blur of a body run by.
Which way did it go?
It went down the hallway over here.
Which way is the door open?
It's not open at all. You're looking through the keyhole. Oh,
Does
which
it
way
open
does
know,
it?
but which way
out?
does it open?
It opens outward.
From the right side or the left side?
It's a double door.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Comes
Yep.
This way.
Yeah, so it opens
Okay.
into the hallway.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I look back to the party and nodding, saying, I've only seen one so far. Are you ready?
Always ready.
I
Okay.
slowly crack open the door.
All right.
Not so much as if it were a hand, but hey. Wait, do any of the none of the windows?
No, everything is covered. Like all of the
Oh.
windows are closed. They're like they've got drawn drapes drawn and everything. So none of the windows are actually open.
We'll see if they buy. Okay. I'll just slowly crack the door open,
Okay.
taking note of any scurrying that we have behind.
Okay. All right. So so you kind of you're opening the door. Phelan, what are you doing while he opens the door? Slowly.
I'm gonna be over here behind him. Have my dagger drawn,
Okay.
just in case he's discovered.
Okay. Serena, what do you do while he's opening the door?
I'm gonna stay in the background and
Okay.
kind of try to peer through the door around him to see if there's anything that I can see.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready my whip just in case.
Okay.
I think I'm going to. How wide is the door open?
How wide have you managed to open it so far?
I would say enough for arrows to go
Okay.
through to over here. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to signal to Burial if he can open it just a little bit wider for just a few seconds. Let Gallagher through. And Gallagher's going to try to stealthily get through the door and kind of go around the edge of the doorway to see what he can see in the hallways.
Okay.
Okay.
Maeve, what are you doing while there at the door?
I am going to be over there with them, just kind of. I forgot to move my token.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be over there with them, just kind of waiting.
Okay.
I cautiously. What languages do you speak? Don't know what the name of your character is.
Serenia,
Yeah. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elven, and Druidic, which I can't teach you.
I don't
But I
want to
will.
be. It's more of okay. There's 3 people that can speak out. Good. The
Yeah.
gnome has no.
It's not a gnome. It's a pixie.
Anyway,
You're alone.
and
Yeah. All right.
So I whisper back and help. Be mindful of the broken glass side. Sure, you stealthy boy. Crinkle glass.
Oh yeah, we have a constant link, so I get to see and hear what he sees and hears.
Okay, so as he kind of peeks around the door, the hallway is empty at this moment.
Both directions.
Yeah. There is also a door. This is also a door here.
Well,
Is there a keyhole in it?
Yeah.
I want to peek through that one.
Okay. That you could, like, you don't see anything down that hallway. Except for this other door.
Nothing this way.
Okay.
I'm going to motion to Gallagher to go down the hallway. I'm assuming this is a doorway.
Yeah. So this here's a door. This here's a door. And then there was a door down at the end of the hallway here. And another door. I guess I should do this so you guys can see. So that's a door. And then this is a door.
Are any of them propped open or open a little bit?
No. None of them are opened.
Okay.
Phelan, you don't even hear anything from down that hallway, either. Obviously, Gallagher can hear, like, the screams of goblins, shrieks, happy shrieks of goblins from that doorway.
I'm gonna quietly relay that to the group.
Okay. Let's see, where did that...
Yeah, stated. Do it. I don't know. Is it still free action right now, or are you going
Yeah,
down the initiative?
I'm kind of going
line?
through the initiative orders to give everybody a chance to say what they're doing.
Right.
But so that's why I'm kind of giving a little bit of detail. So she's kind of all right. So Maeve.
I'm just kind of looking around the room that we're in. Just kind of trying to get a feel for the vibe, really.
Okay, this is obviously a storeroom, like a storefront. So there's lots of bottles. There's a couple of glass artwork type things and some large windows, things like that. Lots of colorful, pretty glass objects, as well as a lot of broken glass on the floor.
I am resisting the urge because I'm shiny.
All right, Vario.
Since I know that the glass is here, can I
Yeah.
carefully over it so I can
Yes.
peek?
If you treat it as difficult terrain, nothing's like you don't take any negatives or anything.
Well, this area, but
Yeah.
what if I go? There's like barely any bottles.
Yeah, but
Right.
that because they're
Yeah.
still there, you still have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
to treat it as difficult terrain.
So
And-
what is that? 10 feet?
Yep, 10 feet is difficult
That's-
terrain.
That's
Uh,
fine.
I'm gonna darken this grid just a bit, or change the color. Make it.
I mean, either way, it's getting.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
kind of.
Yeah.
More of I don't want to be hanging
Oh,
halfway in
that's
the.
the wrong direction, Shane. Let's go this
Ah,
way. There we go. That way it's a little bit more visible.
It'd be like right here. Yeah. It's either there or there. Otherwise, you're halfway through.
Yeah. Well, technically you can stand in that square and you're not in the door. You just have to make sure that I know you're outside the door. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you what's inside the room, and then you're not going to be happy. All right. I can close that down. Okay, so you guys, so you've moved down to the hallway into this door, outside the door. I'm assuming.
Is it this door? The thingy is over here.
Yeah.
Everybody else is still.
Yep. So I'm trying to figure out what Variel's doing because I know he moved, but I'm making sure that wait, is he opening the door?
Peeking through this door.
Okay, he's peeking through the door. All right. So like this is another. No, that's a single door. Okay. So there's it's dark, right? All you really see is dead bodies, and you see the occasional goblin grabbing a body part from a table or something and then running out of view again from there. All right, Phelan. What are
So
you
there
doing?
was no sounds at all in the hallway, right?
Right.
Okay.
You must be having Discord issues.
And this entire hallway is in.
Right.
I wasn't done.
Okay. I wasn't hearing anything, so.
Well, I said I'd be right back because my computer pulled stupid.
Well, I didn't hear that either, so.
Just real quick, did Gallagher even go in?
No, it can hear goblin shrieking.
Then I'll
happy
use,
shrieks.
so I use my first action to move. I'll use my second to look through the keyhole. Want me to roll perception?
It is dark. You occasionally see a shadow of something run, and it pauses for a
I
second and
have
runs
dark
back.
vision.
I know, but you still see shadows. You don't see the full form. It's a keyhole. You see somebody run through and grab something. You can't quite tell what exactly it is, but it is a person. It's a humanoid shape.
Okay.
And you can hear the goblin shrieking, so you can assume it's a goblin grabbing something, and then he runs back out of sight.
Okay. Okay. Then I will. Can I hold my last action until after Serenia?
Sure.
Or no? Okay, cool.
All right, Phelan, what were you doing?
I want to explore this area. Just see if
Okay.
there's anything to see out here.
Okay.
Since there was no sounds, but maybe I can find something along.
Yeah. All right. So, you don't. So there's a door, and there's nothing else, or there's a corner, and there's nothing else around the corner except for more doors, basically, that you can see. And you still don't hear anything.
First, see if there's. My thing stopped acting weird. First door, see if there's.
Okay. This looks like a storeroom. Like they kept some finished products here. So there's still there's stacks of windows in the back kind of set against each other, and then there's a lot more bottles and things, small glass objects on the shelves against the wall. But other than that, that's all that's in there.
Okay.
Okay. That too is that one. Wait, yeah, that's another. That is a cleaning closet. So there's cleaning supplies and brooms and buckets and things like that in there.
I think I've already done my
Yeah.
max amount of movement.
Serena.
What's the difference between difficult terrain? Like if I were to
So
step...
difficult terrain is just double movement. So like a square with difficult terrain is 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
Okay, so would that still be considered one action or
Yes.
two?
That would be considered one
Okay.
action.
Okay. Would I have enough time to whisper to Burial and Elvish to see if he had access to kind of what he wants?
Yeah. Speaking is free. So
Trouble. I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying.
So I'm going to ask Varial in Elvish, what does he have any idea as to what he wants to do?
Simple. I kill what
you're cracking
without
again.
alert. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm cracking again.
Yep.
It is simple. I merely wish to kill everything that's in that room without alert the others.
Okay. I'm going to whisper to Gallagher if Gallagher can get in the door quietly and survey the room to see if there are any dark spots or anything that we could possibly slip into quiet.
Okay. So you're gonna have Gallagher go into the room.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's a tiny creature, so
Yes. So
they shouldn't be able to see.
Yeah. It's dark. Like anywhere that there is darkness on the map is dark. So and the rest of it's kind of it's dim light where the fires are. And then it's bright where these sun lamps are, and out in the hallway where these torches are, it's bright. Or
Is there any kind of cover that we can kind of slip through the door and then behind cover?
No, unfortunately, these are tables out here, so that would be like the closest thing to cover you'd get. But if Gallagher looks around the corner, he can see, like there's several goblins running around. I'm gonna go ahead and move them all onto.
And are they all facing in that direction?
No, I'm about to move there. I just gotta change layers. Okay. Like these two are cackling and over this guy because this guy's got an arm or maybe a leg, I don't know. And it's sticking it inside the molten fire there and pulling it out while it's on fire, and they're both just cackling over it. These ones over here are there's like what remains of a body on here, and they're trying to find enough flesh on it to burn at this table over here. And the last one's the last set you can't really see, but I'm going to move them around still. No, I don't want you. I want this one. This one. This set over here seems to be doing something with one of the dead bodies in molten glass, and you can there is a glass figure, humanoid-sized person-sized figure right here.
But it appears to be more of a statue rather than a person.
It's covered in glass, like it's a glass
okay.
person. From like Gallagher doesn't have enough to tell whether it is a person covered in glass or a glass statue.
Okay.
And unfortunately, until you actually walk up to it, like you still won't be able to kind of make a distinction.
Okay, I'm gonna relay all this information to Varial, I'm just going to stay behind him and kind of cover him and watch down the hall.
Okay. What's your
That'll
last
be
action?
the end of my turn.
All right, Varial, what was your last action that you wanted to do? And if you are speaking, I cannot hear you.
Taking the information that was just relayed to me, I ponder for just a moment.
Okay.
So if what you're telling me is true, they are not really paying attention at all.
Doesn't seem.
I don't. And did you tell me how many of them that he saw scurried over?
Yep, and which direction and what they were doing.
That's true. If I open my right side like this, slip. But and then this port, so no light.
Okay, so what I got was that you were going to open the door, but you wanted to put out that torch first.
Yeah.
Okay. So that torch is going to go dark, and then you guys are in darkness. Well, there's a little bit of light, but not enough to really make a difference by opening the door.
The only thing, would we know anything about the goblins? Like, you know, what type of senses they would have, or no? Would I have to roll history or something, or
you would have to do a. You would have to have a lore skill, either on nature or a lore, or you could do a full nature check. But lore would probably be the one that would actually give you more information on goblins.
all I know about goblins, based on what we've done so far, is that they like to attack in group, and that they are easily frightened if overwhelmed. I think. So I'm going to. Can I move 5 feet to get it, like,
Yes.
right here without
Yes.
being noticed?
Yep.
Okay. Then that is what I will do, and that is it.
Okay,
I was
so
only
Maeve.
supposed to do one action, and you were gracious, so thank you.
Yep. Maeve. So everybody's gone out into the hallway, or down another hallway. They've left that room, though.
I am going to move all I can move. Yeah.
In the wrong direction.
And through a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to change this from my up arrow, because clearly it's not helping me out.
Yeah. Left control. You barely use it in this game. The only person who should be using it is me.
Yeah, so that's all I can move. So I've,
Well, I mean, that's one stride. You have 3 actions. You can technically do a second stride if you wanted.
oh, ooh, that's,
Yeah. You went the wrong
Dang.
direction.
And she's gone.
Hold on.
I'm gonna whisper to Burial, wow, this pixie is kind of little.
See?
I'm a little flighty. Leave me alone. Okay.
You'd be surprised.
So, oh, good lord. Okay, so since I'm super tiny, like, is like anything actually going on in this room, or like are all these people just dead?
So there are goblins grabbing dead bodies and like cutting off parts of them and setting them on fire in the molten glass here.
Ooh, yummy. Okay, so since I'm
And then
super
cackling
tiny,
over it.
cute.
I mean, they're the same size as you are.
Yeah, fuck them.
In fact, they're a couple
So-
inches taller.
Sorry. I used bad words.
I use them all the time.
Well, I know, but
She's got little children that are impressionable at this age.
So do I.
yeah. Dude, my 2-year-old said "oh shit" earlier, so we have a problem now. So, let's see. I think I'm going to go into the room, but I'm going to be, quiet little pixie.
Okay. That's the wrong
And she's
direction.
gone again.
Okay. Okay, so hold on, I was here. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. I'm still in the shadow. Wow.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and roll for the goblins so that I can make sure that I have their... Oh, wow. Yeah. Because at this point, you guys are in the room. So, really? That didn't give me a... I mean, there's a
I
token in it.
still
Okay.
did.
I know. No, I have to bring... I needed theirs in
Right.
there. So, because
Oh,
at this
make
point
sure
now
they're
I'm
in
going to have
there.
to include
Gotcha.
it. Yeah. I need to make sure that they're included so that I can do actions for them from this point on. Determined by what you guys are doing. All right, so Variel.
I pretty much have the thought of no matter what we do here, they're going to get alerted anyway, but it's how they get alerted
Yep.
that makes all the difference. So, I'm going to sidle up to this corner and peek around. That's 5. No, he's out of range for that, so I can't do that. Let's see. Then the best thing I could do, honestly, is to just go for it, I think.
Okay.
Can Gallagher understand me?
If you whisper to me, I can whisper to him.
Oh, so he doesn't know any languages.
No, talking to him is a link
Pointless.
between me and him. Right.
Wait, well, we can hear what he hears, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all I needed. So I pretty much say it's about to get hairy in here. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
And if I were to initiate with these goblins right now, that would provoke a surprise round because they have no idea, right?
Yes. That does provoke a
Okay.
surprise round. So everybody gets one action during a surprise round.
Okay.
All right.
So as soon as you initiate, you get one action.
Okay. And if I were to move here, would that be my action, or would that be
No,
the
that's
initiation?
when you initiate. That's when the initiative starts for a surprise round.
All right. I will do it then.
Okay.
Oh, if there was only one, I would go for a stealth kill, but I don't know. Maybe I can. Who knows? They are
Do you have
surprised.
cleave?
As a monk, no.
Okay.
But that would assume that I do enough damage to kill them to begin with in one hit.
Sure.
So seeing as I only have my comma out, that would be the best thing I could use right now. Or I could... Yeah, no, the comma is the best thing I have right now, so I believe I can flurry of blows with that.
Yep.
Let me just
a
double
monk
check
weapon.
that. I want to make sure. Yes. Well, I mean, in 5th edition, it says you can only do it with your fist. I just want to
Yeah.
be sure.
Yeah, 5th edition's a little bit different.
I mean, it says make 2 unarmed strikes, so I don't think I can with this. Hold on.
Or with monk weapons.
Okay. All right. If you say so,
Yep.
I'm going. I'm going. And also with the power of my key strike. The hell does powerful fist do? Oh, that's just for unarmed strikes. Okay, so key striking with my flurry. So there's the first one. Does the second one take a penalty or no? Since it's a flourish.
On a flurry, no.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll these. Does the first one hit? Do any of them hit?
Hang on, I was reading through your thing just to make sure. It doesn't say actually monk weapons, but you know what? I think that's dumb. So I am homebrewing monk weapons into flurry
I appreciate that, my man.
because I think that's dumb. Okay, so so neither of those. hit.
I'm pretty sure that neither. Damn,
Yep.
really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a reason
That's-
why. I wanted to make sure you guys didn't die in the first combat. Goblins were a little bit more than I remembered. So. Alright, so
well,
that's
that
your...
was my action. So
Yep. So Phelan, you get
for the
one
surprise
action.
round.
It's basically going to be moving for you, but you
Yeah, because
hear,
you have no
like-
idea that we've even initiated.
yeah, like... But you do get your action. So if you want to go to another room to see what the hell's going on anywhere else, you can.
Would she have heard anything from the
No,
brain,
unfortunately
like a
not yet.
clunk or anything?
Yep, not yet.
It really sucks when you have a well thought out execution and then just RNGesus is like, no.
Nope. Yep. It also says to do the multiple attack penalty like normal for the 2 strikes, and I'm like, nope. Flurry is one strike to me, so therefore you're not having the thing. I'm homebrewing that shit. Flurry is one
It
action.
is. It's at your discretion anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, if only would have put the potency crystal in this.
It says make 2 unarmed strikes. If both hit the same creature, combine the damage for the purpose of resistances and weaknesses. Apply your multiple attack penalty to the strikes normally. As it has the flourish trait, you can use flurry of blows only once per turn. That just
Which-
tells,
yeah.
that makes sense. But it's still, yeah. Anyway, I am homebrewing that. For anybody who's watching and is upset with that, you can argue with me later. But I think that flurry should be one action.
I mean, it is. That's the
Yeah,
thing. It is
yeah,
one action.
Yeah. I mean, I think it should be counted as 1 strike, not 2 strikes
Yeah.
for the case of the multiple attack penalty. So that's what I'm homebrewing. It is considered 1 strike. You do not have the second strike. Get the -4 or -5.
All right. So
So.
once the surprise round is over, it's back at the top of the initiative again.
Yes.
Or
So
okay. So
Yep.
I have a chance still.
yep,
but
they
they
do not get
know.
a turn this cycle. So
Awesome.
yep, that's what a surprise round does. All right, Phelan, were you going to move, or were you just going to stay?
I'm gonna move on back over with the group.
Okay, so you're going to move up there.
I think
All right.
About as
Now
far
you
as I
know
can go.
That
Strides.
there's shit going on. All right, Srenya. Don't think you can see the goblins from where you're at.
No, but I know
Nope.
where they are.
Yeah. But any movement would
Um.
be an action, so.
Yeah.
But you can get into whatever
Um.
position you want at this point, so that your next turn you would have an action, like fighting and stuff. So.
I think I'm gonna go there because my whip should be able to reach
Yes,
the
you've
first
got
guy.
reach. Yep.
And I'm gonna have Gallagher go into the corner here.
Okay.
God, if there was one, I would have used my hook ability and pulled them into the shadows. It would have been so cool, but he was just out of range. I was pissed.
All right, Maeve, you get one action.
Only one?
Yeah, this is a surprise round, so you get one action on a surprise round.
I hope you had a weapon ready.
It's actually drawing is considered a it's only reload one that if your weapon has a reload one that you have to take an action to take out your weapon. Anymore.
Okay.
Give me just a second here.
Obviously, I will
What?
read through that actions thing that I sent out a little more closely later, but I am pretty sure from what I was reading, because I know that if you move, you can draw while you move. So, like that's
Yeah, but then at the same time, that's a movement and that's the action.
yeah.
So
but
unless drawing is free,
I'm
then,
pretty sure
you know.
for this it is. Like I would assume you guys would have your weapons out if you're going into a suspect place. So
Yeah.
I am going to, since we're surprising them and all, I'm
Yep.
just going to fairy run myself up here.
And that's an action.
I know. Oh,
That's
son
it.
of a bitch. Never mind.
I literally just covered that.
Yep.
I know, but I always. Okay.
I mean, you can go
that's
into your
why I use-
rage. If you want to go into
That would-
rage, now would be a good time to do it.
Mhm. Always go into rage at the start of combat. Always.
I know, but. I can
Then your
always
next
longbow.
turn, you could rush them and be in rage.
Yeah.
There. Fine, whatever, I'll do rage, but the thing of it is every time I do, it lowers all my shit.
Yeah, but you get resistance to things. She gets resistance, right?
Yeah,
Or was that taken out?
she gets resistance. She also gets temporary HP points.
Fine, I'll.
I mean, it's up to you.
rage.
I'm not telling you how to play. I'm just saying that's one of your features that you have as a barbarian. And raging it means that you do extra damage when you do hit.
Fine, I'll go into pixie rage.
Okay. Pixie rage
Speaking of
is...
hit points, are me and Maeve back at full health, or are
No,
we
you
still
guys are at
healing?
what you... Well, yes, you guys would be back at full health because the boar fight was yesterday.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah. Alright, so you're going into rage. So the goblins don't get a turn. They were surprised. So now we are in regular turn order. So this turns as normally. So you get your 3 actions again. Barial.
Okay, well, I'm still here, so we're gonna go ahead and try again.
Okay.
Flurry of blows to start.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. Neither of those are gonna hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Those don't hit.
And then it's -5 for the next one, yeah?
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Okay, then I'm gonna use. Can I use the disengage option with my movement or no?
Well, I don't know that there's a disengage in Pathfinder. There's an acrobatics check to get out of to leave without attack of opportunity, but like that's if they have attack of opportunity as a reaction. Not that you
Do
know
they?
whether or not they do. I mean,
But
You
I
haven't done
mean-
anything to try to see if they get an attack of opportunity.
all right, well, so you want
They-
me to move?
I mean, they haven't the last time, so
Well, the last time they didn't get to do anything. They were surprised, but now they're alert.
yeah.
So, I
it's
mean,
up to you.
Oh
How do you
yeah,
want-
that's right. From the last fight they did, only the dog had it. So yeah, I'm just gonna GTFO.
Okay.
1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, that's good.
All right, Phelan.
Oh, can I use? No, I was gonna use a free action, but there's no way I'm whisper shouting this because then the others will get alerted. Oh, it was.
Hey,
an
baby,
idea.
can
Never
you
mind.
bring me a rotten egg?
Ew.
Sorry, that's what we're calling my antibiotics because they stink.
Oh,
Sorry.
about to say, bro, what? Are you trying to get sick? Because that's how you get sick.
No, I mean, I'm taking an antibiotic because I was sick. Apparently, it
Yeah.
didn't. It didn't.
Honestly,
It
I
didn't
thought that's
blister up.
what I thought he was saying. That's what the goblins were saying. The goblins were asking somebody to bring them a rotten egg. Ariel, you're in trouble. You're about to smell, buddy.
Yep.
I've smelled worse. I have smelled worse. You weren't there for the hagfish.
Yeah, the hagfish was horrible.
I've
He
grown
drank.
an immunity
He drank
to rotten
dirty,
smell.
dirty fishbowl water. Like
Just
really,
from
really,
Monday.
really dirty fishbowl water.
Like, think catfish, and I mean like the muddy catfish. Think that going into a mug and drinking
This is
that.
empty. Would you fill that?
Or
out for me?
Hakal or Surströmming. One of the
Yeah.
two. Either way, it was unpleasant.
I'll forget if I don't take it now, or otherwise I'd wait in half an hour. So sorry, baby. All right, so Phelan. Oh God, this thing stinks. I'm holding it, waiting for water. It's under my nose like a dummy.
Pinch it. Pinch that nose. Take it to the head.
All right, so Phelan moved. If you've been talking, Brett, I haven't heard you.
I has not.
Okay, that explains everything now. You moved. I see that.
All I did was move, and now I'm drawing longbow,
Okay,
aiming at.
thank
Yes.
you. All right. Now, because they're within 30 feet of you, you take a -2 on your attacks. I just wanted
back.
to let you know that.
For the ones in the back.
There you go. So
Oh.
so now it doesn't take a -2. It still misses, but that doesn't take a -2. So that's 2 actions. So you still have a third one if you want to do anything with it.
Probably won't do no good, but I'll try again.
-5. That one will hit.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
assuming. Are you still attacking this guy?
Yes.
That goes right into his eye.
Wait.
Albert, see, I'm mad. If I wouldn't have missed, I could have carried out my stealth mission. Damn it.
Yep.
Oh well.
All right,
It's
Serena.
okay, your lady has your back.
Yeah. Carry the other one, and then we might be able to get away with it. I mean, technically, they wouldn't have been able to alert the others. So
Yeah, they
there's
haven't had a chance to alert
Right.
yet.
Don't miss. Miss.
Alright. I'm going to do my whip should be able to hit the other one.
No, it's only got you have to have at least one square. Only one square between them. So you'll have to do a step.
So I'll do a step.
Okay? So that's one action. So then I'm assuming you're attacking, which would be another action.
do I hit the attack button or the
Yeah.
damage?
Both.
Attack.
You'll end up hitting both. Because that hits.
Ooh. Wait, shouldn't it do it on its own?
Yeah, I haven't figured out why it's not doing it on her sheet. So until I figure it out, she'll have to hit damage
I mean,
next.
if you drag and drop the thing on there, it should just whatever. Now you do damage.
Was that one? Was weapons couldn't be drag and drop, could they?
I'm not in GM mode, so I can't say.
Yeah. Well.
What?
I'm trying it now. They cannot.
Give me one more in the fridge. Alright, that's
Yeah.
5.
Is he dead?
It was how much damage? Sorry, 5. That does
5.
not kill it.
Okay.
He is very
Um,
gravely wounded, and he is on the ground.
You could do it, I believe.
So -3 because he has you get a +2 because he's prone. So it's only
That's
-3.
18.
So it's an 18, which means it hits.
You did it! I told you could do it!
However, when he fell, he did in fact squeak. So unfortunately, they were alerted. Maeve.
God damn it!
All right. Gallagher's just going to move down.
Okay.
Wait, maybe they see Gallagher and think he did it.
God, I hope not, because Gallagher has 1 hit point, honey. He's gonna stay his butt up against the wall.
All right, Maeve. You are in rage, so you
Oh,
need to go straight to the next person.
quick question.
May I ask how that's possible?
You can do 2 strides, and you should be able to make it.
Quick question.
Okay.
Well, you have to do at least 3 strides. Never mind. But you would have to go straight to it. You would have to use all 3 of your strides to go to the next enemy.
Is this broken glass?
Yes.
Wouldn't that make it difficult terrain?
Yes.
Yikes.
That's why I said she'd have to use all 3 strides to get. Yeah, you guys can't see me pointing at my TV screen to get like
no,
right around here.
No, we cannot. I mean, like the only way is if you went straight through here. But really only, I mean, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, man.
But if, even though I'm, like, enraged and stuff like that, yeah, I can use my 3 strides to get to him, but I can't do anything.
Yeah. But like,
Glorified meat shield, go.
you still want to move closer to them, or you can shoot with your bow. It still has rage damage on it. It just doesn't get as much.
So that does get rage damage.
Yeah.
I thought it was just melee attacks.
Nope. Everything gets rage damage.
Yep.
It's she gets bonus rage damage with her large weapons
Okay.
because of her. It's not a whatever type of barbarian she is.
So
Cool.
if I use an action to move, then if I attack with my bow, would the damage or whatever go down because it'd be my second action, or is that only
No,
for
it's only
attack?
for strikes. It's only on your second strike
Yeah.
that you have a.
So
It's a
you
multiple
could-
attack penalty, not a multiple action a penalty. So
Yeah,
Okay.
from what he said, you can move and draw your bow at the same time, right?
yeah,
So you do that, and you could make 2 shots after that. If I'm quoting that
Yes.
correctly.
yes.
Okay.
And you can also glide over all the glass,
That too.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
so you don't take difficult terrain from glass. Like it's not.
Well,
difficult
actually, it's really good. Then it still would take 3 strikes. Oh, she can only move 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
So you'd still have to move and then do whatever, but um,
Ooh,
Up on this table.
okay.
oof.
And I'm. Oh,
All right. 19 will hit, and you knock this guy out like he's dead.
and longbow.
That is a critical hit. So this guy is also dead. I don't even have to do the math.
Yay!
I just saw critical damage 10. Okay, well, that's dead.
Yeet.
Now it is the goblins. You hear them squeaking in goblinoid. Maeve is the only one that can hear them yelling, "We need to tell the boss! The boss! We gotta tell the boss!" And then this guy runs out. If I can stop double clicking on him. And he runs out
So
this door.
then, while they're doing that, I am going to go, guys. Incoming. They're getting a boss.
Excellent.
You would.
Okay, so that's where that
Of
guy is.
course.
I haven't killed anything yet. Of course I'm gonna do that.
5, 10,
I'm gonna
15. Wait,
beat his
oh,
ass.
there's 25. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
this guy
technically
goes
took
here.
his last kill.
Then 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. So this guy is going to go here because he's not going to walk himself into flanking. Goblins aren't that dumb. He's going to take 2 strikes at Strinia. The other one, so that is a shit. What's that? 17. 17. Yeah, 17. Which I'm pretty sure hits your AC. So you'll take 1 damage.
If
Lol.
these two down here noticed us at all.
Yeah.
They all notice we're here.
Yep. Yeah, they started goblining.
I was just wondering because they're like
That
way down
is
here.
that is a 23. So that'll hit for 2. All right. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. That guy's going to go there. I don't know that guy. Stop opening up that screen. All right. So Maeve is going to get 2 short bows from one guy, and then I'll see what happens. Oh, that one's going to miss.
Nope.
That one's going to hit them.
Oh god.
Boy.
Yikes.
Because it's shit. Yeah, it's an extra
Weird.
times it. So it's no, it's excuse me. I need to look that up. It should
Math
be
much,
yeah.
Shane?
So that's 7 plus the extra plus the 6. So no. Critical
Would you
damage
like
is
me-
the critical damage. You don't add it to the damage. Okay, I get it now. All right, so you take 7. That's it from that bow. And then the other guy is short bowing, and that's going to be a fuck. It's going to be more than 20. It's going to be 23.
Even with the -5.
Yeah, no, and then -5. No, sorry, that's an 18. It tells me what the numbers are on my screen. So
Ooh,
like for each of my
cool.
attacks, because I'm just that good. So it's an 18 to
Eesh.
attack Maeve.
Okay, so how much damage do I take?
Okay, I was waiting to hear if you took damage. So that's that. Oh no, that was the first attack from the second guy. So that was in fact
Oh.
23. So this is the
Damn,
second.
I
This is
tried.
his second attack. It's still 4 damage to you. This one's the 18. I think that still hits you.
Okay, I'm really confused.
2.
So I took 7 damage. That's the only thing I've
Yeah.
done so far.
So
'cause
7
I
damage, and then you're gonna take, and then then you'll take 4, and then you'll
So
take 2.
11. 13 total.
Well, don't tell her that. She's already taken the 7 out.
Oh.
So it's 6
Well,
more
then
damage.
it's an additional 6.
Okay, so now I've taken a 7 and a 4.
And a 2.
Okay.
Then I need to go down here so I can see. So 5, 10. Okay,
Great.
so that's where this guy would be. Oh, Lord, where was the guy?
5, 15,
He's in
25, 35. If I stand over this dead guy.
Hang on, I went to a different map so I could see how long that one goblin that left would take.
Okay.
All right, so where do you want to go? Because dead
I
bodies
wanna
are
go
difficult
here.
terrain. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Yeah.
it'd be 5 to go here because there's literally
Yeah.
like barely any glass in there.
Yeah.
It'd be 10 here,
Yep.
so 15,
Yep.
25,
Yep.
and 35.
Yes. And you
Right,
get 35
okay.
movement, right? As a monk.
I have 40 movement.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I double checked that. I mean, I'm gonna double check that again because I also have nimble elf,
Yeah. So that might be
so
why you've
that
got.
gives me like an extra 5. So I might
Yeah.
actually have 45, but we'll just do 40. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack with my +2 as well.
Okay.
Don't you fail me, all right? Flurry of blows.
So you're using your precision? No, you're not. Okay.
My
So
what?
some-
What?
I'm trying to figure. Oh, it's +2 because of the flanking. Got it.
Yeah.
That hits. And
Yeah, I
he's
was gonna
dead.
say I'm not using my potency crystal because it's in my staff. Not. I'm
Yeah.
thinking if is it embedded in my staff? Because if I can move it to my comm,
Yeah.
I probably
You would
would.
have had to
Okay.
embed it. So
Would I have to destroy my bow staff to get it out?
I'd have to look that up.
Okay. Anyway, dead.
Yeah.
Because it's
dead.
an additional D6 with the
Yeah.
powerful strike. So I'll just roll that. So 10 total.
Yep. Well, I was dead with the 7. So
Yo, I know.
all right. So that was 2 actions.
Could I possibly use my second strike for my flurry of blows? Perhaps sling the body this way.
That would be. That would be this ruling. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, take
So you take a
gruesome
negative
shit. It's my
2
jam. Mm-hmm.
with an improvised weapon. Okay?
Okay, so it'd be -2.
On the attack. So you can make a
Okay.
dexterity, a throwing attack. So it'd be a dexterity throw.
Would you like me to just do longbow since that is my dexterity?
Yes, you can just do a
Okay.
longbow roll.
All right.
It will not be the same damage.
Well, of course not. Yeah, the body
So
just
you swing it.
lands wherever.
You swing it and it makes it about there. But they do squeak at the fact that
Alright.
they just saw their brethren just fly through the air.
With my free action, I will say in an intimidating tone, just so you know, that's gonna happen to you.
You
next.
can roll because you said that was part of your flurry. So you
Oh.
can roll an intimidation roll as your third action.
Oh. Well, thank you. Who's going?
Okay.
Maybe.
Phelan.
Still way back and so far.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're using a bow.
And everything should be within, like these 2 back here should be within your range for a longbow.
Yeah, y'all been slaying it.
Just right.
Okay.
So I have a little bit better advantage.
Okay.
Aim at this guy.
Okay.
Jeez. Oh God,
That missed.
Damn.
that is going to miss terribly.
We need to. I guess we should at some point. I don't have my phone with me to do it today, but at some point decide whether we do
Critical
or do
fails.
not want the critical hits and critical fails app to be in use.
I thought we were doing that already because I've already had to take critical fails before.
Yeah, we did it in the first session, so
I find it fun.
okay.
Yeah,
I will.
make
There
us
is
improvise.
I will look into something specific to Roll20 later and see if I can't figure out how to make it work for next week.
Uh,
Alright. And I'll take the -5 penalty and try again.
Okay.
damn.
Yeah, that is gonna
Oh.
just miss.
Barely missed. Damn.
Yeah, gonna just miss.
Sometimes I wish we had 5th edition advantage and disadvantage on some shit.
Especially catching him with his back turned to me.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, technically, he's not turned around anymore. He is facing that way. Just didn't turn them.
I tried to scare them with the body of their dead comrade. It didn't work.
All right, Serenia.
Well, considering what they were doing with the other dead body parts, I don't think.
Those are
dead.
humans.
The
Those
body.
aren't their friends.
I mean,
Sure.
to be honest, if they managed to successfully kill you, they probably would have also used the dead bodies of their friends to catch them on fire
Oh, okay, fair enough.
because they're already dead, and they would use you guys first, but like then they would go on to their goblins because they're already dead.
Yeah.
And they would be on fire, and fire is cool. Fire is amazing. Goblins love fire.
Oh,
Fire, fire, fire!
If only Gothak was here. Fire. You want fire?
Yes.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
tell you
Serenia.
about that after this, by the way.
Serenia.
My first action, I'm going to cast heal on May.
Okay. So roll. So you'll have to step because it's touch. Unfortunately. So that would be 2 actions. I'm pretty sure it's a touch. You'd have to.
Okay.
I guess I'd have to look. I'm pretty sure it was a touch.
Last time I played a healer was back
yep,
in
touch.
Yeah.
the
So you'd have to step, which would be an action.
Okay.
You can also make it a 2 action, and it has a range of 30 feet, but like, and then 3 action would be something else. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that those are things that are part of heal. So it's got multiple actions. But anyway, so yeah, so the step and then the touch, free a die 8.
Oh, wait. Cast and heal. For range, it says varies. For area, it says 100.
Yeah, that's because if you do it as a 2 action thing, it's a 30-foot
Oh, okay.
circle, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay. So then I roll 1d6.
1d8. All right, six healing to Maeve, and then you would still have 1 action.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here.
That's so stupid.
Okay.
And then for Gallagher, about as far as he can move is here. He has a mission to go around the back here and smell through the glass to see what he can smell, and he has plus to smelling for King's senses
Okay.
and smell.
So you're going up to the humanoid statue-y thing to smell? Or are you
No,
going to
he
the
can't
window?
get that far yet.
Well, that's what
he
this
can't
is.
travel.
Okay.
That'll
that's
probably be the
what
next
your mission
round,
is.
but
Is okay.
session.
All right, that's what his mission is. All right, well, you're actually close enough to tell that this is a glass-covered humanoid. In fact, it looks very similar to the man that was yelling at Ameiko a couple nights ago, who was her father, and therefore Tsuto's father. But not really, not his biological father. That's who's covered in glass right here.
Excuse me.
It's complicated.
Yeah. He also looks covered in burns, which means that it was molten glass that was poured on top of him, basically.
So
So-
he's dead.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Well, yeah, covered in glass. How can you breathe?
Yeah.
Well, I was more worried that he wasn't like some sort of creature that was encased in glass like a cocoon, and he was going to break free and just, just
Yeah. Now this is a very dead, very human man, old man.
Oh,
Covered in
wait,
glass.
that's her dad?
That was Ameko's dad who came in and yelled at her and basically said that
Good.
if she didn't leave Sandpoint, that he would disown her.
Yeah,
was from- that
well,
was from the
I
first
guess he
session.
did.
The
I
very end of the
guess
first
she's
session.
still in the will then.
Yep. All right, Maeve.
Well, I feel as though I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
Am I still in rage?
Yes, you would be enraged for like a minute or something.
10 rounds. It's
Yeah,
like
something
10
like that.
rounds, yeah.
Sweetness. Okay.
Or until there are no enemies in sight.
Or unless you get knocked unconscious. That's
yeah, or
about
you
it.
get knocked unconscious. But yeah.
Well, that
A
didn't
10
do
isn't
much.
going to hit. Yeah.
Mm,
Daddy,
What the
neither.
fuck? You know, I don't. I mean,
yeah.
I'll do another one, but there's no point, really.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
an 8,
'cause
so
that's an
yeah.
8.
Nice effort.
Rage sucks in this one.
I
It gets
start
better,
crying.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to survive for it to get better.
So
Like,
these...
with Rage, you're supposed to be
Yeah.
a powerhouse.
Yeah. So these guys are going to kind of come up to you, and they're going to drop their short bows and get out their scimitars. So you're going to have scimitar attacks at you. So
Oh, yay.
That's a,
What?
I mean,
Jesus.
Crit.
yeah. So that's going to be
Bro.
10 damage.
Why are you like this?
I mean, I don't try to.
I know.
That's an 18, which I'm pretty sure hit. So, but that's only a dice, so 3. And so then the other dude is gonna do. That's a 17 for 4. If that hit, 17 hit, I think it did. And then the last one is a 15, which is a 19. Yeah. Damn. There's a reason I did certain things. 6 full
Good
damage.
Lord.
So they did 10 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, and 6 damage.
Yes. So
Okay.
23 total.
You're lucky if you're not dead.
Well, it's not dead. It's dying.
Well,
It's
I
dying
mean,
condition.
like, for me right now, I have the highest HP in the group, and that's at 32.
No, actually, Maeve has 34.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it Maeve back here?
Yeah.
So, well, how much does Serenia? Yeah, see, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yep. All right.
Point is,
So
I've been
that's-
hit the least.
There we go. So now it
I
is
haven't
Vario.
been hit at all.
Well, you've been in
That's
the
not
back.
true. Remember the first session?
I'm saying, as far as this session goes, I haven't been hit once.
I'm
Nope.
talking. No, so wait. 5, 10. All right. I'm gonna plan this. 5 here. 10, 15. 20 is not difficult, right?
I can't see your marks, so
Oh, you can. You can?
nope.
Well, I'm going along the wall.
I figured you were going along
There's
the
no-
wall. There's no glass along the
Yeah.
wall. In fact, like
Okay,
this
the
red
table.
right here is actually blood. This isn't glass.
Right. I mean, I could discern that,
Yeah.
but okay. This table. Would that be considered difficult?
Yes.
Okay, so then 40 total was my
Yeah.
movement just now. For the blows, here we go. He dead.
Oh, he dead.
And for the second one, because I'm using his body. That ain't gonna do shit.
Nope.
So instead of trying to hit him with his friend, I'm just going to hook him in the back and slam him right here
Okay.
with my 12. So I have one more thing I can do. It'd be a -5 if I were to try it now.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I
It's a
tried.
10. So, yeah.
Okay.
Which one was the one that you were this one the guy that you killed? Okay.
Yeah, because it's flanking. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't I?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Phelan.
Damn, nobody else saw that. They can't be scared.
Let's see.
So he is within 25 feet of you. If you did your longbow, you'd have to back up one. Or take the -2.
I'm gonna step right up to him,
Okay.
and we're gonna launch this.
I was
So
wondering
excited.
when you were going to use magic.
I mean, damn. 19 fucking,
Right.
like, what the hell? He's just like, he
Just
is
like,
crispy.
okay, I'm done with this.
He
You're
is a
dead.
crispy fried, he is a crispy fried goblin. Like,
I muttered to her in Elven, it took you long enough, spellcaster.
okay, so
Yeah, I got
it is
bored.
8 o'clock. So that's the 3-hour mark. So we can either finish this dungeon type thing. I mean, it's a fucking thing. We can rescue Ameko or,
Assuming she's not dead.
yeah, or we can save that for the next session. It's up to you guys.
I'm needing to get off.
Okay, then this is where we will
Alright, then.
pause, and we will pick it back up next week to rescue Ameko.
You know what? I'm so fine with there not being key points. I'm so cool with that.
Yeah.
I can
Alright,
just
sounds
flurry of
good.
blows as much as I want.
All right.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So we're meeting next week or
Yes.
the week after?
It'll be next week. By doing it 3 hours, I can do it weekly, because I can plan a
Okay.
little bit more, like with knowing exactly how long we're gonna take. I can be like, okay, well, this is what I know we're gonna get to, and we might get to
Okay.
this. Like I sat there and go, we're going to get to the glassworks. It's just how far we got.
Yeah.
So
We always got through the
I was
first half.
originally gonna just do the boar hunt, because you guys already said you're gonna join him on the boar hunt, and then go straight to this. But we did the fight in the vaults first. So we were waiting for Laz and Saphir to join.
That was a side job, right?
Yeah, that was a side job.
Okay, then I'm not as mad.
No.
I
And it
thought
was-
you
and I
kept
wanted to
going
give-
with the story, and I was gonna
No.
give
It was
to you.
it was related but not.
Right.
But it was so it's
say, oh well, if you just showed them the combat, you could have
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
said, "Hey,
No, it was
hunt these
related
wolves
but
real
not.
quick."
So it was related but not. It was in the
Okay.
book, but it's whether you guys did that combat or not, it wasn't going to change anything in the story.
Okay.
The only
that's
thing
fine.
that you have now is knowledge that the previous priest's body is disappeared. That's the only extra knowledge you gain now that you wouldn't have gotten if I hadn't done that
Right.
combat. So
hadn't had to vamp.
yeah, and because it was
I was
only two
glad it-
skeletons, it wasn't a big deal to go ahead and have you guys to have 2 people only doing that combat. So
I'm just glad the power wasn't out for too long.
yeah,
Half hour still long, but anyway. So, would you like to know
give me just a
the
minute.
feat I took?
Give me just 1 minute.
Yep.
I'm kind of actually thankful.
Okay, hey guys, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed this session. We will be starting again next week at 5 o'clock Eastern Time again. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please hit that follow so you can know when we go live again. Monday is the D&D 5th edition game at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm not currently working on any schedules any other day except for my 2 D&D days, because I'm having some issues at home. Personally, mental health. I tweeted about it vaguely. So, So if I stream, it's going to be because I'm streaming with somebody, not because I'm streaming something I'm playing myself. So that's my current thing right now. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope I'll see you next time. Later.